Phoenix talking to Death.gov here with
Dylan.
I'm John.
Hey, Megan.
Michael.
Koba.
Nice. So you guys are kind of here tonight celebrating like the release of your record that just came out 2 weeks ago, July 4th.
July 4th, Independence Day.
Yep.
It's Death.gov Day now.
It's Death.gov Day now.
Yeah, it's our
rebranded.
We're taking it for ourselves.
Getting that domain.
Getting that domain. Well, you got multiple domains that are just gonna link to other websites. Like go to Death.gov,
Yep.
sublink Death.org,
We're
Death.com.
working on Death.edu to form a college type of deal.
Yeah.
Hold us to the
We
center.
need government funding.
And the government, not a fan of us.
No, they don't like us.
So one thing that really jumped out at me from you guys right away is your guys' like art direction going into this album. Reminded me a lot of like the iPod commercials from like the 2000s. Whose idea was that?
Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of like block colors and anything that I can do simple on Photoshop, and specifically if I can do it with a photo. So these are all just photos that are like the original photos all look very bad because I'm not a good photographer, but I can do some editing. So, but yeah, so like the raw photo from the album cover is literally like you can see my basement behind it, and it just looks awful.
Yeah.
but the edit looks cool. So
Yeah.
so.
So like in terms of like direction, guys on stage, you guys have a lot going on. Multiple saxophone players, lots of different sections, some creative costume choices. Can you explain the Christmas in July element tonight?
I've been wanting to do this for like,
like 2 years.
yeah, like years. So I
We're gonna do it.
yeah, in New Year's last year we played a festival at the Crescent Ballroom, and we did a bit where we dressed up as like Willy Wonka and Oompa Loompas, and the whole set was themed around that. And we've wanted to do like a high effort like costume bit ever since then. And I was like, it's perfect. We have to do Christmas in July.
It worked out for sure. Yeah.
We didn't do it last year. One reason was just because we didn't have the time to coordinate it, but the other reason is I had the idea, and then there's a band I like a lot from New York called Libby Quinn, or they're from the East Coast at least, and they did Christmas in July, and I saw it. I was like, we can't do it. They're in our playlist. They're gonna think we stole it from them. So, but yeah.
And we did.
Yeah. I've got receipts. I had the idea before they made the post.
Yeah, so like it seems like the process for this album has been kind of a long work in progress of passion. What's it like been putting this album together over such a stretch of time?
I mean, yeah, it started just shooting demos back and forth for a long time, writing in the room together. Recording took like 2 years. The mixing process took another year. Mastering took like 4 months, I feel like. It was a lot of work for sure, but super collaborative. It's either I show up and then Dylan does stuff to my thing, or Dylan shows up with a thing and I do stuff to his thing, and then we feed it to these fools and they do a great job on it. It's awesome.
Koba and everyone else are kind of like the emulsifier of John and I's riffs, because they sound like completely different bands, and then John and Megan and Michael get on them, and now we're a band. So,
Nice.
They kind of both like compose the songs. I'd say they're kind of more the primary song composers, and then they just kind of pass them to us in Discord. And then we just get ideas and come together, and the song just kind of becomes like a whole thing. But I'd say between those two, I feel like a lot of the album you can kind of hear a distinct difference between them. And then there's some songs where they kind of like come together like waves and become like a baby that they both made. That of a baby.
Baby waves. Band name.
Yeah, so where did like the inspiration to bring in two different saxophone players come in?
yeah.
Band kids who visited Hot Topic one time?
I just love like traditionally non-metal instruments in metal music.
Yeah.
And when we did our first show actually at this venue a couple of years ago, we booked the show before we even had Koba confirmed as like our vocalist. We're like, if we don't book a show, we're never actually gonna play. And we had like 5 songs, and there was one song, Magic Guns, which is on the record, which I was like, this needs to have horns on it. Like if it doesn't have horns, it's not gonna work. And our friend Tyler, who's in Police State, plays horns, and then our friend Chris Marchant also phenomenal saxophone player, and then my friend Nathan played trumpet. So we were just like, let's just fuck it, let's do it. It started off with one song, and then it slowly turned into like half the album. So
Nice.
Yeah, no, that was all Dylan for sure. I remember being against it originally.
I'm always trying to get as many people as humanly possible on stage. Like on the Live at Rebel Lounge video that's on YouTube, there's 10 people credited because there's 2 bassists. There's Michael, who's the original bassist, and then our friend Jacob, who was filling in. So they both played, and then we had a keyboard player, and then we had the 2 saxophone players. So it's like, if I could get like timpanis and shit, I'd do it too.
There you go.
Jeez. Yeah. Next step, timpanis.
There you go. So like, if you guys kind of blend like a lot of different genres and styles together, that seems like a very like intentional thing. What, if you could kind of like define some of your sounds, what were some inspirations you draw from genre-wise?
Well,
We
you
all have
start.
different ones, I think.
Yeah, we're all kind of all over the place. It kind of, again, becomes Megan and Kobar as the emulsifiers, but I'm a big fan of like the Mars Volta and Black Midi and that kind of like proggy-ish stuff. And then writing this, I was really into like still house plants and everything.
Wait, is that a Jeff Rosenstock or is that a Black Midi shirt?
This is Jeff Rosen.
Okay, because I couldn't see if it was Hellfire or Hell Mode, and I'm like, because that's Black Midi right there, because I'm a big Black Midi fan.
Oh, for sure. Nice. Yeah.
Yes, Dylan was in all that stuff, and then I come from like emo, pop punk, kind of hardcore, scramsy stuff. So I was in that universe, and you know, it's kind of funny because when you think about it on paper, like I don't really think those two things go together very well, but we make it go together really well. So-
Emo and Screamo are just different worlds.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean like the emo and the mathcore thing, and then like the British like experimental post-punk thing. like, but we seem to make it work because these two kind of like, you know, bridge the gap for us. Makes it a lot easier.
Yep. I feel personally, I mean, just like trying to bring my own influences. I think Refused is a huge one for me because I feel like they're just like punk fusion. Like they put like jazz stuff in their music, and I love that we're not just one thing. So I feel like Refused is definitely a good example of that.
Yeah, I'd say Refuse is a big one, like big vocal inspiration. I'd say like early scram stuff, like the Blood Brothers was a very inspirational way to kind of bring something to this band. Also like super early Bring Me the Horizon stuff, like Suicide Season and like There's a Hell, and kind of those earlier Bring Me the Horizon albums kind of helped me find my voice with being a vocalist who screams and is like aggressive. That's kind of where I found it, I'd say.
Michael wrote the first like 6.
Yeah.
Like basically he was like the basis for like the whole conception of the record. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Deathdotgov genre-wise is really interesting, mainly just because of all the music everybody in the band listens to. Like, I don't know, one moment we all are talking about Carnival, and the next we all talk about how much we love like Steely Dan or something.
Hell yeah.
So
Who else in that rocks?
I feel like there's a lot of like openness to be willing to just try anything, and I think that's what makes everybody in this band so. All right, that's just what makes the band special. Is just the openness to do stuff.
To do stuff.
Yeah, you never know.
Cringe.
Whenever there's like a new song, I never know what it's gonna sound like. I don't know if it's gonna have like a weird country riff in the middle of it, or like
wait for the next one. It's crazy.
there's like I never know what I'm gonna get. They're cool in the sense that they just give me a whole song that's like written, and they're just like just write the vocals and just do it.
Yeah, we
And
trust you.
I've never had a band like that, so it's really cool where they kind of trust my creative liberties with writing, I guess, vocals. Yeah.
So where did the name Death.gov come from?
We have Megan and I have had a band names list for like years, like before even Death.gov was like a concept, and it's got like 700 entries, and they're all just dog shit. They're just the worst. It's like Seizure Napkin and Antifa Princess.
Human goo.
Yeah, human goo. It's all really bad. And then like Death.gov was in there. I was like, hey, this one's like, we put fire emojis next to it. I was like, this one's actually good. So
It strikes me as one of those like direct to DVD horror movies you would have seen in like the 2000s.
sorry.
In like the 2000s, where it's like stuck in between Saw and Hostel. There's Death.gov. It's like they just like yeah. So yeah, to kind of like wrap it up, one final question: What would be the Death.gov song you're most proud of at this moment?
We'll probably all go one by one because this is different. Fuck, this is so. You go first.
You want me to go
No,
first?
hot potato. You
Yeah,
got
fuck.
it.
All right. Yeah, fuck. I'm really stoked about Galleria. I think that one came together really well. But it's like tied with that and Potion Seller. Sorry to like cheat, but yeah, that. And, so.
Yeah.
I was cheating.
I like Potion Seller. We finished it like 2 weeks before we recorded it, and it was like not even close to how it ended up. Like we pretty much got in, recorded it, and then it ended up being like 2 minutes longer and having a whole new section in it. Like, yeah, that one was the one that I think like we went in, it turned out better than expected for sure.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, I'm on the same page with Dylan with Galleria, but I feel like playing wise, Noise.gov pushed me. There's still some like, I don't know, definitely pushed me to just like with my stamina and recording and like, I don't know, fills and stuff, but I really do. I love Galleria. I love all of them.
We're big fans of writing shit that's impossible to play.
Play it.
Yes.
One of them, and she did it. She nailed it.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks, John. Appreciate that.
I think it's crazy thinking about the writing process when we were originally working on Magic Guns. Like originally, Dylan just kind of sent like a rough demo of like half a song, and we spent like 3 weeks trying to like finalize it structurally, and then the horns were added, and I feel like that was such a long process, and I think we finished it like a couple days before the show or something.
No, it wasn't making sense for a long time.
Yeah, it was.
And then it did.
That one just had such a long process, but it ended up becoming really cool, and I don't know, what I think is one of the most like unique songs on the album. So, yeah, that song's super cool.
Yeah, I think it's hard to pick. I'm in the same dilemma, but I really like the song Froth. That's my first song I wrote with them, and I just have this like kind of like attunement with that song that I appreciate more than the others maybe, but I'd say close second is probably Galleria, but yeah, I'm cheating as well. But, Froth is probably my favorite song.
Let's just list all of them.
Yeah, Froth, Galleria.
Shout out Thorn Daughter.
Thorn Daughter. Thorn Daughter's a hidden one, dude.
Listen.
Dude, stick around for the album.
Yeah.
Thorn Daughter's pretty cool. Just like let us land a little bit.
No, seriously. That is, I mean, Thorn Daughter is the one that I return to, I think, the most in the record. Because I just like, I mean, first of all, I listen to it, I pull it up, and I'm like, this is the first time that we wrote, and like, and also it's just a heater. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, thank you all very much. It was great seeing you the other night.
Thank
and
you.
hope to see you again.
Appreciate
Thanks for
it.
having us.
Yeah, of course.